I'm Julian Pace, the CEO of the Happiness Co, and I'm here at the Senior Executive Forum with AIMWA. We've been networking, we've had incredible keynote speakers, the 2 Harvard professors have been unreal. I think anything you do in life, if you can walk away better than when you walked in, it's a huge success, and absolutely I've walked away a better version of myself today. Yeah, I think just trying to work on being a great leader. A simple concept is what got you here won't get you there. And I think about the 8 years I've been running Happiness Co and all the great things that we have achieved. I think about our ambition of what we want to create and our compelling goals that you need to upskill. And that was a real driver for why I'm here, to learn some new skills, validate what we've been doing well, and maybe some blind spots that I need to work through to be a better leader, to get better outcomes for my team and what we're trying to achieve. So for me, it was probably the first time in 8 years I've spent time in the room being a student and learning, and I've loved it, and it's been really refreshing. So. Yeah, I think it's unreal. And some people have this incredible way about them that make you look up. When you walk with them, you walk a little taller and you kind of hold your head a little higher. Just their instant presence makes you compelled to think about your life and what you do in a really broad way. So instead of just thinking locally, you start thinking quite globally. And I think that's pretty amazing, of aiming high, and their knowledge, their wisdom, but the humility that comes with it, I think was incredible. Just not seeming to know it all, but so knowledgeable in such a way that is easy to understand. You can see yourself in, which I think is also important. It's not too far and too broad. It's really concise in terms of I can see how that can work. So yeah, their knowledge, and they're both very different. So you're kind of getting a yin and yang of 2 different complete styles, which I love. Really thought-provoking. They've made it really about us doing the work. So it's not just a lecture of us just listening to them for 3 days. It's really, we want you to think about how this looks in your life and your businesses and your leadership styles, and how can you see yourself intertwining it. So yeah, I've loved it, and they've been awesome. I have loved that part, and we do a lot of data in what we do, a lot of data, a lot of research because of the space that we're in. But to analyse case studies from Harvard are pretty unreal, and getting it straight from the horse's mouth and how they reviewed it, how they saw it in these incredibly big companies that we kind of all know, and seeing underneath the bonnet a little bit about how this works and how it functions. It's been incredible. I think one of the things I probably took away most was what's the wicked big problem you're trying to fix? Don't master in minor things. We can get so busy looking at the small stuff and getting so consumed by it in our life, in our work. But I think this last 3 days really taught me that don't master in minor things, and really, if you want a meaningful life, you have to have meaningful problems. The bigger the problem, the greater the opportunity to make something great. And I think the last 3 days has really helped me not be scared to lean into that, embrace the discomfort of doing really big, scary things well, and being super brave to go all chips in and learn fast, fail and learn fast, and make sure that if you're doing something, you're doing it well. Yeah, people have been great. They're friendly, kind. I think it's like anything, going to school for the first day, when you're meeting all new people, you can be a bit nervous and worried about how you're going to fit in and how you're going to gel, but instantly everyone here was super lovely and kind. And then the diverse range of people in the room from different industries and backgrounds and preferences of what they do and how they do it. It's been really amazing to kind of work in these kind of silo groups with 3 or 4 different people problem solving, kind of get such diverse perspectives just in that. Because in our own teams, we think about the people we work with every single day, and there's a bit of comfortability about that and some social norms. But when you're working with complete strangers that become friends, it's a pretty awesome thing. And in 2.5 days to build such strong relationships is really unique. And I absolutely would know, leaving here today, we've got emails shared. There's going to be a whole heap of catch-ups. I know that we're going to hang out with these kind of cohort, which is really amazing to know that it's not just a 3-day event. The legacy of this program will go far beyond the last 3 days.